When Jake Carter uncovered his brother's betrayal and his wife's lies, he didn't just lose a family, he ignited a war. In the heart of Seattle, a construction empire teeters on the edge as secrets unravel, loyalties fracture, and revenge becomes the ultimate blueprint. One man's quest for justice turns into a high-stakes game of power, where every move could build a legacy or bury it forever. Buckle up. This tale of deception and triumph will keep you guessing until the end. In Seattle's bustling skyline, Jake Carter, 42, stood atop Carter Builds, a construction empire his father had forged. At a sleek downtown gala, his sharp eyes caught something off. His younger brother Ethan, 35, laughing too closely with Jake's wife, Leah. A chill ran through him. Were they hiding something? The next day, Jake hired a private investigator, Tara Blake. Within a week, she delivered a bombshell. Ethan and Leah weren't just lovers. They'd been siphoning company funds into a secret account for months, planning to launch a rival firm. The evidence, bank statements, flirty texts, and a blueprint stamped with Carter Build's logo, burned in Jake's hands. "They think they can bury me," he muttered, resolve hardening. He didn't confront them yet. Instead, he called Mia Jensen, a razor-sharp lawyer, and Kevin Lynn, his loyal CFO. "We hit back hard," Jake said. They dug deeper, uncovering forged contracts and offshore transfers. At a high-stakes industry conference, Ethan unveiled his new project, Jake's stolen design. Mid-speech, Mia strode in, projector flashing proof of theft. Gasps filled the room as Ethan stammered, Leah paling beside him. The crowd turned. Their reputation cracked. But Ethan fought dirty. He sued Jake, claiming sabotage, and Leah dropped a twist. She was pregnant, hinting it might be Jake's. Doubt gnawed at him, but Tara's latest report confirmed the timeline didn't match. It was Ethan's. Enraged, Jake outmaneuvered them, buying out their suppliers via shell companies. Project stalled, their cash dried up. The showdown came at a board meeting. Jake laid out everything. Recordings of Ethan bribing officials. Leah faking expense reports. "You're done," he said coldly. The board voted them out. Leah begged for mercy, but Jake's parents, Tom and Ellen, took custody of the unborn child's future, appalled by the betrayal. 5 years later, Carter Builds thrived, a beacon of integrity. Ethan scraped by on odd jobs. Leah faded into obscurity. Jake mentored his nephew, teaching him trust cost. His empire rose not just from revenge, but from turning their treachery into triumph. In the heart of Austin, Texas, Mia Torres, 38, ran Torres Designs, a rising architecture firm she'd built from scratch. At a swanky rooftop party, she noticed her husband, Ryan, 40, lingering too long with her protege, Sophie Wells. Their secretive glances sparked unease. Were they plotting something behind her back? The next morning, Mia hired a tech-savvy investigator, Lucas Kane. His findings hit like a freight train. Ryan and Sophie had been skimming profits, funneling them into a dummy corporation, Wells Innovations. Worse, they'd pitched Mia's latest eco-tower concept to a rival developer. Photos showed them laughing over drinks, contracts in hand. "They're stealing my life's work," Mia growled, fury igniting her resolve. She didn't confront them yet. Instead, she teamed up with her old friend, Carter Hayes, a cunning business strategist. They traced the money, fake invoices, hidden accounts, and found Sophie had hacked Mia's servers. At a packed industry expo, Ryan unveiled his tower design. Mid-presentation, Carter interrupted, screens blazing with evidence, stolen files, emails, bank records. The crowd buzzed. Sophie bolted, Ryan froze. Their scheme unraveled live. But the fight wasn't over. Ryan claimed Mia had driven him away with her workaholic ways, and Sophie leaked doctor texts suggesting Mia bullied her. Then came the twist. Sophie announced she was adopting a child, painting herself as a victim needing stability. Mia's gut twisted, but Lucas dug up Sophie's real plan. She'd fabricated the adoption to dodge taxes on the stolen cash. Mia struck back, exposing their lies at a board meeting. Recordings of Ryan bribing contractors and Sophie forging signatures sealed their fate. The firm cut ties. Clients sued them. Ryan's charm faded to desperation. Sophie's career imploded. 3 years later, Torres Designs soared, its eco tower a city icon. Mia mentored young architects, turning betrayal into a lesson. Ambition without honor crumbles. Ryan and Sophie, shadows in Austin's dust. In Denver's crisp mountain air, Ethan Brooks, 45, led Brooks Contracting, a family-run firm shaping the city's skyline. At a charity auction downtown, he spotted his sister, Lauren, 39, whispering with his best friend and CFO, Nate Carter. Their sly smiles unsettled him. Were they hiding something? The next day, Ethan tapped a discreet forensic accountant, Olivia Reed. Her report was a gut punch. Lauren and Nate had diverted millions into a shell company, Carter Ventures, using fake subcontractor invoices. Security footage showed them loading files into Nate's car late at night. "They're gutting my company," Ethan hissed, betrayal fueling his next move. He kept quiet, assembling a crew. Olivia, plus Jace Morrow, a tech whiz. They uncovered more. Lauren had pitched a high-rise project, Ethan's brainchild, to a rival developer under her alias. At a glitzy industry gala, Nate took the stage to announce their vision. Halfway through, Jace hacked the projector. Screens flashed bank transfers, forged signatures, and Lauren's smug emails. Gasps rippled. Nate's mic dropped, Lauren glared daggers. Their credibility shattered. They retaliated fast. Lauren claimed Ethan had sidelined her for years, filing a lawsuit for control. Nate dropped a bomb. He found an old contract suggesting Ethan's dad had promised Lauren half the firm. Doubt crept in, but Olivia traced the document. A forgery dated after their father's death. Then came the curveball. Lauren revealed she'd been funding an experimental cancer treatment for their mom, spinning it as noble sacrifice. Ethan didn't flinch. At a tense board meeting, he played recordings. Nate bribing inspectors, Lauren mocking their mom's illness as convenient leverage. The board ousted them. The lawsuit collapsed. For years later, Brooks Contracting thrived, its high-rise a Denver landmark. Ethan funded real cancer research in his mom's name, turning deceit into purpose. Lauren and Nate? Broke and forgotten, their echoes silenced by loyalty's cost. In Portland's misty glow, Ava Sinclair, 41, steered Sinclair Homes, a boutique real estate empire known for eco-friendly designs. At a chic gallery opening, she caught her cousin, Miles Reed, 37, and her marketing director, Tessa Grant, exchanging hushed words near sculpture. Their furtive nods pricked her instincts. Was something brewing? The next morning, Ava enlisted a private auditor, Sam Carver. His findings struck like lightning. Miles and Tessa had siphoned funds into a ghost account, Reed Properties, masking it with inflated ad budgets. Worse, they'd pitched Ava's signature waterfront villa plan to a shady investor. Grainy photos showed them toasting with champagne, blueprints spread out. "They're carving me up," Ava seethed, her trust splintering. She played it cool, recruiting Lena Voss, a steely PR guru, and Eli Dunn, a cyber tracker. They dug deeper. Phony invoices, wiped emails, and traced Tessa's login to a leaked client list. At a packed builders summit, Miles unveiled his villa concept. Mid-speech, Eli hijacked the AV system. Screens blared bank records, Tessa's smug texts, and a video of Miles bribing a city planner. The room erupted. Miles stammered. Tessa bolted for the exit. Their facade crumbled live. The backlash hit fast. Miles sued Ava, alleging she'd hoarded family wealth, while Tessa leaked a sob story to the press. She was a saving for her sick niece's surgery. Ava wavered, but Sam uncovered the truth. No niece existed. Tessa had funneled cash to a luxury condo. Then came the twist. Miles claimed he'd found a lost will from Ava's dad, splitting Sinclair Homes between them. Eli proved it fake, time-stamped postmortem. Ava struck hard at a board showdown. She rolled out damning evidence. Audio of Tessa mocking clients, Miles rigging bids. The board axed them. Lawsuits piled up from betrayed buyers. 5 years on, Sinclair Homes soared, its villas dotting Portland's coast. Ava launched a green housing fund, flipping their greed into good. Miles flipped burgers. Tessa faded into obscurity. MB's price? A legacy lost, a lesson etched in steel. Under Miami's sun-soaked skyline, Zara Cole, 43, helmed Cole Properties, a thriving real estate firm she'd clawed into existence. At a glitzy beachfront mixer, she spotted her husband, Dylan Pierce, 44, and her top agent, Brooke Ellis, trading glances over cocktails. Their hushed laughter set her nerves on edge. Were they plotting behind her back? The next day, Zara hired a discreet investigator, Riley Tate. The report landed like a tidal wave. Dylan and Brooke had funneled millions from Cole Properties into a shadow firm, Ellis Estates, via bogus vendor payments. Hidden camera stills showed them stashing documents in Dylan's boat, smirking over a stolen condo project, Zara's crown jewel. "They think I'm blind," she muttered, fury sharpening her focus. She didn't strike yet. Instead, she rallied allies, Riley, plus Nina Ortiz, a fierce attorney, and Theo Banks, a tech-savvy accountant. They unearthed a web of deceit, fabricated leases, siphoned rents, and caught Brooke pitching Zara's designs to a private equity shark. At a flashy real estate expo, Dylan swaggered on stage to unveil their condo vision. Mid-slide, Theo hacked the feed, screens lit up with wire transfers, Dylan's cocky voicemails, and Brooke forging permits. The crowd buzzed. Dylan's grin vanished. Brooke froze. Their empire trembled. They counterattacked viciously. Dylan claimed Zara had neglected their marriage, filing for half her company in divorce court. Brooke spun a tearful tale online. She was funding her brother's rehab with the cash. Zara's heart flickered, but Riley debunked it. No brother, just a yacht lease. Then came the jolt. Dylan produced a grainy letter, allegedly from Zara's late mom, naming him co-owner. Nina shredded it as a Photoshop fraud dated after her death. The showdown erupted at a board meeting. Zara unleashed everything. Recordings of Dylan bribing inspectors, Brooke laughing off tenant complaints. "You're parasites," she snapped. The board voted them out. Investors sued. Dylan's boat got repossessed. Brooke's name turned toxic. 6 years later, Cole Properties reigned, its condos Miami icons. Zara funded affordable housing, flipping their greed into grit. Dylan washed dishes. Brooke vanished. Greed cracked, but Zara built stronger.